Now, I am going to read from the book named Economic Development, and the writer is Michael Vitorero. This book was published in the year 2000. Now, I am going to read from this book, and it's a case study about Uganda, an African country. Look at the picture, the economy of Uganda. You can also see the map of Uganda. Now, let's read. The economy of Uganda, geographic, social and economic indicators. Capital, Kampala. There is also area, population. There are a lot of things you can see here. Now I am going to read the passage about the economy of Uganda. Uganda represents both the tragedy of Africa and its scope and its hope. Few countries have experienced the kind of state-sponsored terrorism that Uganda did during the reign of Idi Amin in the 1970s, or the degree of economic devastation that was its consequence. As Uganda begins to turn its economy around with promising results for the mid-1990s, a GNP per capita growth rate of 4.4% in the 1990 to 1997. It must also cope with a new and more frightening kind of terror, the spread of AIDS. The most recent statistics indicate that fully 86% of Ugandans in urban high-risk groups have the disease, along with 21% of all women who attended urban prenatal health clinics in 1995. As a result, average life expectancy has dropped from 47 in 1990 to 40 in 1998. And so the future is both promising and challenging, filled with hope and worry. Uganda lies astride the equator in the center of Africa, bounded on the east by Kenya, on the south by Tanzania and Rwanda, on the west by the Democratic Republic of Congo, and on the north by Sudan. Uganda's population is predominantly rural, and its density is highest in the southern regions. Africans of three ethnic groups, Bantu, Nilotic, and Nilo-Hamitic, make up most of the population. Of these groups, the Bantu is the largest and includes the Baganda, which has more than 1 million members living on the most fertile land. Until 1972, Asians constituted the largest non-indigenous ethnic group in Uganda. That year, the regime of Idi Amin expelled 50,000 Asians who had been engaged in trade, industry, and various professions. Since Amin's overthrow in 1979, Asians have slowly returned. Small numbers of Asians and about 3,000 Arabs of various national origins currently live in Uganda. Uganda's economy has great potential, endowed with significant natural resources, including ample fertile land, regular rainfall, and mineral deposits. It appeared poised for rapid economic growth and development at independence from Britain in 1962. Yet, chronic political instability and erratic economic management have combined to produce a persistent economic decline that has left Uganda among the world's poorest and least developed countries. I am repeating the sentence once again. Yet, chronic political instability and erratic economic management have combined to produce a persistent economic decline that has left Uganda among the world's poorest and least developed countries. After the turmoil of the Amin era, the country by 1981 had begun a program of economic recovery that was supported by considerable external assistance from mid-1984 on. However, overly expansionist fiscal and monetary policies and the renewed outbreak of civil strife led to a setback in economic performance. Since assumption Since assumption of power in early 1986, the government of President Museveni has taken important first steps towards economic rehabilitation, with much of the country's infrastructure, notably its transportation and communication facilities, damaged or destroyed. Progress to date has been limited but encouraging. For example, recognizing the need for increased external support, Uganda negotiated in 1987 a policy framework paper with the IMF and the World Bank, and subsequently adopted most of the proposals in a wide-ranging attempt at economic reform. The IMF document serves as a basis for Uganda's program of economic recovery, which aims to restore price stability and a sustainable balance of payments, improve capacity utilization, rehabilitate infrastructure, restore producer incentives through proper price policies, and improve resource mobilization and allocation in the public sector. The Ugandan government has also worked with Western countries offering assistance to reschedule the country's foreign debts in order to qualify for further foreign aid. Agricultural products supply nearly all of Uganda's foreign exchange earnings, with coffee alone accounting for 97% of the country's exports. Cotton, tea, and tobacco are other principal export crops. Most industry is related to agriculture, processing of agricultural products, or manufacturing of agricultural necessities, such as hoes and fertilizers. The industrial sector also is being rehabilitated to resume production of building and construction materials such as cement, ironworks, corrugated roofing sheets, and paint. Uganda has about 32,000 kilometers of roads, and some 6,400 kilometers are paved. Most radiate from Kampala, the capital and the largest city. The country also has about 1,280 kilometers of rail line, a railway originating at Mombasa, Kenya, on the Indian Ocean connects with Kampala. Uganda's important road and rail links to Mombasa serve its transport needs and also those of its neighbors, Rwanda, Burundi, and parts of the Congo and Sudan. An international airport is at Entebbe on the shore of Lake Victoria, some 32 kilometers south of Kampala. This was once a modest facility, but a new terminal built with Yugoslavian assistance has enabled it to become an important airport for handling high-value imports and exports for Uganda and the region. Uganda has suffered many years of political turmoil and economic decline. I am repeating the sentence. Uganda has suffered many years of political turmoil and economic decline. its real per capita income levels fell dramatically during the 1970s and 1980s. Poverty and malnutrition are widespread, and major public health problems associated with rapid spread of AIDS and the fifth highest incidence of tuberculosis in the world drain both human and financial resources. A reversal of these trends began in 1991, and its continuation will require substantial foreign economic assistance. And this is the end of the economy of Uganda. I am once again showing you the picture, the economy of Uganda. So I hope you have enjoyed the reading, and